There is no reason for people, and particularly children in our county, to go hungry.
We're in a very unique situation here in Avery County in that we're the only county in the state that does not have any type of animal control.
Far too often, children don't have a safe place to live and to grow up.
Homelessness in itself is traumatic for people.
Feeding Avery Families, very simply, provides food to hungry people who are in need. Feeding Avery Families, like every other nonprofit organization, is like a three-legged stool. To function, we are dependent on volunteers, we are dependent on available product, and we are dependent on donations. In the middle of last year, with COVID rampaging the country, we didn't know if any of those legs would still exist. When we weren't sure what the money was going to look like at a time when the market had dropped by a third and we had no idea what our donors would be able to do, High Country Charitable stood up in the middle of that and provided us money to give us the confidence that we were going to be able to go on, that we would not have to disrupt our food delivery to people who were far more in need than they had ever been.
My name is Patty Adams. I'm the Executive Director at Spirit Ride Therapeutic Riding Center. We're a facility that works with children with a wide array of diagnoses. A lot of our kids come here because they have been referred to us by their educator or their physician or their counselor or their therapist. And those people, which we call our community professionals and partners, will set goals for our kids, and then we continue on with those goals in an equine facilitated setting. This is Whip-de-Doo. He's one of our therapists, and what we love about High Country Charitable Foundation is that they care about the animals as much as they do about the children. And for us, that just says everything. Without them, we literally would not have been able to continue over the past 2 years during the season of COVID. We lost our fundraiser for 2 years, and they generously helped us to stay on our feet and to continue to serve our children and the families of Avery County and Watauga County.
My name's Kevin Fry, and I'm the sheriff here in Avery County, and I just want to talk about the High Country Charitable Foundation and what it does here for the Avery County Sheriff's Office. One of the big things that we do every year is our taking kids shopping for Christmas, shop with a cop or shop with a sheriff, however you want to term it. This past year we were able to take 25 kids, and this couldn't be done if it wasn't for the work and the contributions of the High Country Charitable Foundation. They've been great to us to help us take these kids shopping. This past year we've seen just a huge increase in people in need and people that needed assistance. Because of the donation of the High Country Charitable, we were able to try to meet those needs where they are.
My name is Gwen Dyer, and I'm the Executive Director at the Avery Humane Society, and this is Polar Bear. The High Country Charitable Foundation has been so important to us here at the Avery Humane Society. They've helped us for a number of years, and this year they helped us with a very important function that the Humane Society plays for the community. We are the only resource for stray animals, and we take in over 300 stray animals every year. With the stray animals, we take care of them. A lot of them need medical attention when they first come to us, and the High Country Charitable Foundation grant this year was a huge part of us being able to continue to do that. We don't get any government funding of any kind, so we're very thankful to the High Country Charitable Foundation and all that they do for us and all that they do for the people and the animals of Avery County.
OASIS stands for Opposing Abuse with Service, Information, and Shelter. We're a nonprofit agency serving survivors of intimate partner violence, sexual violence, and sex trafficking. The High Country Charitable Foundation supports OASIS in our mission to break the cycle of violence in the High Country because they offer us funding to provide security deposits, rent payments, utility payments, and more for our clients. Our goal is to make sure that no one becomes homeless because they are fleeing intimate partner violence or sex trafficking. We know that when someone is fleeing intimate partner violence, that is actually a leading cause of homelessness for women and children. And so we want to make sure that if someone does become homeless because of that, they quickly get rehoused in a safe way and that they maintain independent housing through this funding from the High Country Charitable Foundation. It's really important for the community to support OASIS and the High Country Charitable Foundation's work to support OASIS, because when we are able to support the most vulnerable populations that we have, so people who are experiencing intimate partner violence and their children, we're actually able to then create more resilient communities.
My name is Trey Oakley, and I'm CEO of the Williams YMCA of Avery County. The High Country Charitable Foundation has been involved with the Y in just a vast array of ways. Here, the gym that we're currently sitting in was equipped by the High Country Charitable Foundation 3 years ago to allow this space to open turnkey and be available to the community. Also, within the past couple of years, the foundation has been involved in our evidence-based health intervention programs, allowing us to expand from where we began at 2 to currently we have 8 programs in the community, again serving those with cancer, arthritis, Parkinson's, and a number of other diseases that we're hoping to help our community combat. Without the foundation support, we certainly would not be able to do as much as we've been able to recently. 2020, for instance, just to touch a little bit on the COVID-19 impact on the Y, we were closed in some capacity for 208 days, lost over $500,000 in membership revenue, and still currently sit at only 48% membership where we were this time 2019. The support last year from the High Country Charitable Foundation allowed us to move all of our evidence-based programs virtually, so we did not stop serving those individuals, and also allowed us to be prepared when they came back in person here recently. So without the support of the foundation, those people would not have received the opportunities that they were given throughout the COVID-19 pandemic.
My name is Morgan. I'm a pharmacy tech here at the Hunger and Health Coalition. This work is really important because there's a lot of need in this county and just, I guess, in the western area of the state in general. Especially since COVID, we have seen such a growth in the need that our clients are experiencing on a day-to-day basis, whether it's food or medication or both.
One of our clients who is on a antiarrhythmic heart medicine, we have been able to secure him a 9-month supply of his medicine. Super nice fella, he's disabled, he's a veteran, and he would have a heart attack without this medicine. You know, in the insulins, it is life-saving.
We want to say a heartfelt thank you to each of you at the High Country Charitable Foundation. Thanks to you, we've been able to reach out to Avery County residents in new and important ways, especially during COVID. It's been so hard for everyone we know, but we've been able to reach out to different doctors' offices and to ensure that every resident of Avery County has access to life-sustaining medication.
My name is Kristen Clark. I'm the Executive Director of Avery County Habitat for Humanity. I'm welcoming you from the porch of our 51st build here in Avery County. Our 50th build is in the background behind me. We're in this development because High Country Charitable Foundation is really one of the driving forces that has allowed us to open up this development. Avery County Habitat is blessed to have not only volunteers from all 50 states, but donors from almost as many states as well. And thanks to those and High Country Charitable Foundation, we're able to continue building more and more affordable housing here in Avery County. Avery County Habitat greatly appreciates the support of High Country Charitable Foundation. For the past 5 years, it's allowed us to bring this development into fruition with 3 houses complete, 2 more under construction, and allows us to build into the future thanks to High Country Charitable Foundation.
Crossnor has been around since 1913, and this has been a community that supported children who needed a safe place to live, to learn, and to grow up when their home may not have been a safe place to be. When it is not safe to be with your parents, Crossnor is the next best option. We work with counties all over North Carolina to make sure that children have a refuge and a safe place to live, to learn, and to grow. A lot of times we want to do specific things that maybe we don't have the resources to do, like training for therapists or uniforms for our kids as they go back to school in the fall. And High Country Charitable Foundation has been great to partner with us to help us make those dreams into a reality.
Hospitality House is a homeless service provider that does housing programs for individuals who are homeless and at risk of becoming homeless within a 7-county region. Many of the individuals who come to us that are experiencing homelessness are also dealing with untreated both physical health as well as mental health. Sometimes substance addictions are involved. So we do offer counseling. We have a paid clinical therapist on staff. Housing is our number one goal. We work on the whole person. We work to help a person feel like they have respect and dignity in their life again. We've had a couple of different types of funding from High Country Charitable Foundation. Last year they were gracious to give us a food grant because we had 178% increase in the food need with so many people out of work and individuals just not just losing their job, but not having access to the foods that they needed. I would like to say thank you to High Country Charitable Foundation. You are our largest funder from Avery County. I know the county struggles often with their funding, and we've not received county funding in the last 3 years from Avery County. Were it not for this foundation taking an interest and having care for their neighbors, we would not be able to have the services available for that county at the level that we have it. So we are so grateful for this funding.
We are so blessed in Avery County to have an organization like the High Country Charitable Foundation who is simply looking to do good. They expect nothing in return, and yet they are there with our backs covered year after year.
Thank you so much for what you do. What you do has a direct impact. To the people out there that are listening to this, this is a great organization that really makes a great impact. Please continue supporting them, because as you support them, they support us, and they help us make a difference. Thank you.